We had some interesting updates Thursday afternoon regarding the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Naomi. PW Insider is reporting that Sasha Banks and Naomi are no longer listed on the internal roster for WWE. Is this a sign? Is this a confirmation that they are no longer with the company, or is it just because they're not on TV and aren't going to be for a while? They're just taking them off the roster.
I mean, what would the benefit be of removing them other than getting people talking, and mostly in a negative way? Because I don't think any wrestling fan, unless you're a fan of AEW and hoping that one of the two go there, what would the benefit be for an WWE fan to see that they're removed from the website? I don't think there is any benefit.
They're not removed from the website. They're removed from the internal roster. So basically, there's a sheet that's given to production teams, writers, that list the baby faces and the heels. And they're like listed, like this is the top baby face, this is the top heel.
Okay.
I've actually seen one of these sheets before. So
how much stock do you want to put in this? I mean, look, they're
that's
right.
The question.
None. They're not on TV. Why would they show up on some list if they're not meant to write TV for people? I get, in my opinion.
They've been on there since they walked out 2 months ago. And now all of a sudden,
I don't know if that's a sign of anything. Had they been taken off the roster that's on their website, to my knowledge, they're not at that point yet.
Not.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. I mean, 2 weeks ago, there was reports going around that, they were silently released. Sasha Banks was given her release immediate, whatever the hell that. I don't buy it yet. I don't buy it.
So until there's a statement by Sasha, Naomi, and or WWE, you're not buying any reports on this.
No, because WWE is a company that as soon as you're released, you got that trash bag of clothes with your jock strap showing up at your front door. You're taken off the website. You're taken out of the main intro, like your whatever, your merchandise is pulled. And I know some of that has certainly happened, but
they haven't really been doing the press releases with the future endeavors with some releases recently too, though. Like mainly those are NXT people that got released. And like, I think for example, the Two Dimes guy that was with Tony D'Angelo, that I think they killed him off on NXT. He was released.
How long has it been since this whole thing transpired? 2 months?
It started on the May 16th episode of Raw. So we're almost approaching 2 months.
Okay, so 2 months in, you think that if they truly were given the release around that time, we're talking roughly 2 months, almost at that 90-day mark, another month or so for the 90-day no compete, depending on if that's true, whatever, right? If they keep their merchandise, if they keep them on the roster, we're talking about a month from now, potentially one of them showing up in AEW or another promotion. While their stuff is still active on a WWE website, I doubt it.
So technically, according to the report from Raj Giri, the release happened on June 10th for Sasha Banks. So 3 months from there would be September 10th or September 9th, depending on 31 days or 30 days, whatever the case may be. So it would be basically that first Dynamite after All Out would be her first date if she got a 90-day no compete clause. And the report is true that she was released on June 10th. So mark that on your calendars, folks. The first Dynamite after All Out. If Sasha Banks is there, we know all this was true. If not, we know at least it's not fully confirmed, but still not true nonetheless.